Hello, guys, and welcome back to Sanya's Art Studio. If you're wondering where I am standing right now, I'm standing in Los Gatos. So, we have a holiday market going on right now in the Civic Center and Los Altos Garden on the 13th and 14th of December. I have never participated in this art show or this holiday market, so I'm here just to take an idea about what this market is all about and how many people walk in this market. And if you're an artist or a small business owner who wants to know more details about this holiday market, so watch this vlog entirely for more details about this market, like what's the cost of participating and how many people walk in, what sells the most. So yeah, let's go. So, as I promised you, I'm showing you the glimpse of the Los Gatos Holiday Market. I am at one of my friends' booth who I met at Fremont Art Festival. I remember, yeah. We'll be talking with her and we'll be getting in detail idea about what this art fair is about. Because, as I told you earlier, I have never participated in this art fair. And if you're an artist looking for more details about these holiday markets or art show that happen in the Bay Area, stay with me for this entire vlog for a detailed idea about this art show. So, this is my friend Shweta, and we're going to talk with her about her experience of participating in this art show and what it takes, and the cost of the booth, and all the things that are required to participate in this art show. So, thank you so much for doing this with me. And yeah, so let's start with, how about you introduce yourselves in this way? People who are watching you don't know about you will get to know about you more. Yeah.
Absolutely. My name is Sweta. I'm an acrylic landscape artist. So I've been painting for the last 10 years, and my Instagram profile is Sweta Studio. If you give me a follow, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving us a detailed idea about who you are and what you're doing. So about this art show, like what did it cost to rent a booth here in this art show?
It was $250 for the Los Gatos Holiday Market.
Okay, that's good. Like it's a good starting point. Like if you're a new artist, if you want to participate in such art show, it's a really good idea to participate here, I think so. And do they have any commissions charge on top of it? Like,
Yes, they do charge 10% commission on top of this, and you also have to get the Los Gatos business license, which they apply for you. So you just have to fill out a form and then send them that form, and they get a temporary business license for the 2 days of the event.
oh, so is it like even if you have a seller's permit, you have to get another business license? Even if you have a business license in the Bay, you need to apply for another one? Oh, this is something I had no idea about, that you need to apply for business license, a temporary business license, if you want to participate in this show. And it's a good thing that they apply on behalf of you. That was really good information, and thank you for telling us about this. And what's your experience about these kind of shows? Like, what would you recommend if there's an emerging artist? What should they make sure that they are doing in this art shows? Like a subscription list, maybe the price point, maybe what sells the most? Like, would you like to give us an idea about that?
Sure. As an emerging artist, I think it's really important that you do as many shows as possible. So this is my second show in the Bay Area. My first one was Mountain View, and I made really good sales in that show. But as per my experience, I feel like summer is the best time to sell art, and that's when people are more focused on buying things. So holiday market, mostly all you do is sell small stuff. The lower the price point, the higher the sales. So I have like large art pieces here, but I don't think that's what I'm going to sell. Mostly, I might sell these small pieces. This is just to bring and pull people in the stall. So that is what all this is for. Apart from that, I've got some prints, and like you said, yeah, I do have a mailing list. It's a very good idea to have a mailing list, and you get the email IDs of as many consenting customers as possible. They might be your future collectors. And you could also have some small items like greeting cards that I sell for $5, and then I have free stickers for everybody that come in. I also have some giclée prints. These are around $20 per print. and I have some small canvas art as well. So this is an original, and I have framed original arts. So these are all $95. So I have artwork in many different price points. So there's $95, and this one's a little more expensive. So this one's about $2,500, and this one's around 800. And the small ones here are around 300 to 500 price point, and this one it's a little bit big, and this is $1,200.
So I guess the hook for this art show is like have a varieties of art, like have one masterpiece so that you can pull people in at your booth just to get in, and once they are in, like they'll get to see what all things you have. But yeah, as far my experience goes too, like we need to have smaller items at these kind of shows that sells the most and get in like most of the sales, and it just keeps things going. Like when something just keeps selling, it keeps you motivated like throughout the art show. So, thank you so much for joining me today and giving us all the information about this art show. I'll be putting her social details under this YouTube video
While I
description.
was
Do make sure
walking
to follow
around the
her. And
fair, I
thank you so
found
much
this
once
booth,
again.
one of the artist booth. It was Renee's booth, and I really loved her painting style. So I just tried to talk with her more about what this holiday market is all about, or her experience of participating in holiday markets or art fair. I really love how her art was very vibrant, colorful, and so lively. And she had different price points and lots of things that she was trying to sell today. So like there was a lot for everybody who's visiting her booth. So let's try to talk with her.
Yeah, I'm standing in Renee's booth right now at the Los Gatos Holiday Market, and she was very kind to talk with me, and she was very helping to share the details about these art show. So let's talk to her and let's get to know more about this art show. So hi Renee, it was really kind of you to give your time and talk with me for this YouTube video. So would you like to tell my audiences about yourself, like your name, your social media handle, or what you do? And is this your first time at this art show?
My name is Renee Gregory, and my Instagram is renee.gregory1. And yes, this is my first time doing an art show in Los Gatos. This is actually my first year doing art shows. I've only done 4 so far, and so far I'm pretty much enjoying it. It's been a lot of fun.
So, what is your painting style? What do you like to paint in?
I paint watercolors, acrylics, and I do mixed media, as well as I'm a crafter. So I've actually been making greeting cards for about 30 years now. But I also sew and crochet, which I sell at craft fairs. And as you can see, I also have my lighted garlands, which is part of my crafting.
I can see like at your booth there are like so many varieties of art, and especially I can see lots of animals like in your art. So tell us more about that.
Oh, I love animals, and for me, it's all about painting the eyes. I have to be able to see the eyes. That is the expression, the heart of the soul. And I just love being able to paint wild animals, and I think life needs to be a little bit more colorful. So
Yes,
I add a lot
definitely.
of
Life definitely needs to be more colorful, and that's why we are standing at your booth and discussing more about you. So, tell me more about like this is your fourth art show. I know this is your first time. So, what would you recommend for a new artist? Like, what sells the most, or what the price point of your artwork should be, so that it will help you get more sales, and it should also be profitable to you, right? Like when you're doing such kind of art shows.
Yes, I don't know the exact calculation. My husband actually took care of all of that for me, but we're still trying to figure that out, depending on what type of art shows that you do. So right now, my price point might be a little bit high for some of the people at this particular art fair, but I have done other art fairs where my price point was just right on. So I learned last year that my artwork does not sell at craft fairs, because craft fairs, it's much more of a lower price point. People want to buy things that are gifties that they can just purchase pretty easily, $10-15 max or whatever. So once I discovered that, I started applying to art shows, and it's a whole different experience.
Yeah, the thing is, like, you need to go out and you need to participate in art shows to get an idea about what sells best for you, because I believe like this is different for all artists. Like some sells original more, some people sell just the cards more, and some people sell different kind of things more. So it's like just go out, try different art shows and figure out what's best for you. So one advice that you would like to give to an emerging artist who wants to participate in such art show, what should they expect?
Take the risk,
Yeah.
because you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
I mean, at one place you might sell great, another place you might not. But if you don't take the risk, you never know. And take notes. I actually have a spreadsheet of all the different art fairs that I go to, and I write notes. And some of them I'd say, you know what, it's not worth it for me to come back because I didn't make my booth fee back. And other ones, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah. For some of the art shows, it's like after the art show, you get lots of sales and people start following you on Instagram. And over the time, they just wait for the right sale or like something, and they just watch your journey, I believe, like for couple of months, couple of years, whatever suits best for them, and they just buy it over there. So I feel that like it's never a waste of time. Any art show is like you definitely get advantages of it, maybe not right now, but maybe after some time. But thank you so much for sharing your insights with us. That was really kind of you. So I'll be sharing all her social media details on my YouTube video description. So make sure to follow her on Instagram. She's there on Instagram. So thank you. My overall experience with sales, like after talking to lots of artists, is that this is a place if you want to sell something small, something for holiday friendly, something like under $50 or maybe $100, and people are just walking by. And if you're looking to sell something huge and make lots of sale, this is not your place. If you're new and if you just want to experience this market, this has the minimum investment because it's just like $250 compared to the art and wine, which requires at least $450 for over 2 days. So this is a good place if you are just starting new and you're looking to sell something, you're a hobby artist and you have a very budget friendly things in your booth, so you can participate in this show for that. So this is my conclusion. Thank you so much for watching my video, guys. I hope this was helpful and this will give you an insight about which art show to participate in and what to expect from holiday markets or art shows. So, if you have anything more to add to my video, please do comment on my video and let me know your views about holiday market if you have ever done one. And bye bye, have a good day and keep smiling. Thanks, guys.